and welcome to today's webcast, Using Tableau with IQVIA Drug Data. My name is Laura Kolstad, and I am joined by my colleague, Sarah Diehl. We are both business intelligence and analytics consultants, and today we are presenting from our Philadelphia office. As we look to get started, let's kick off with a review of today's agenda. First, we'll give an introduction to Thorogood and talk a little bit about our experience in business intelligence and analytics, as well as what Tableau is and what it can do. In the demo section of the webcast, we will look to show you how to utilize Tableau with IQVIA data to create meaningful reports and visualizations for your organization. For those of you who don't know Thorogood, we are an independent global professional services firm specializing in business intelligence and analytics strategies, solutions, and services with a keen focus on our customers. We are a global company with offices in New York, Philadelphia, London, Bangalore, India, Singapore, and Sao Paulo, Brazil. All of our consultants are recruited and trained in the same way to develop a unique mix of skills, blending business understanding in the form of industry and functional experience, with strong technical aptitude and a deep understanding of analytical tools and techniques. We offer a full range of BI and analytics services, including strategy and roadmaps, requirements, design, implementation, and training and support. In terms of the technologies we work with, we are an independent consulting firm, meaning we don't work with one specific technology. We do, however, work and partner with many of the key players in the market in order to provide our clients with the solutions that best suit their needs. Our Tableau practice and partnership was initiated back in 2012, and since that time, we've established Thorogood as a member of our Tableau's Partner Advocacy Board and our strategic alliance partner in Tableau's Alliance program. We have over 85 consultants with Tableau development and delivery experience, including its integration with other technologies such as IQVIA, Salesforce, Snowflake, AWS, and many more. So that's a little bit as to who we are as a company and what we work with. Now I'm going to give you a quick intro to Tableau and its different product offerings. Within Tableau's product suite, there are several products that can be applied to your business to help you understand your data. Tableau development really starts with Tableau Desktop, which is the program that sits on your computer to allow you to connect to and visualize your data. This is where you can create your dashboards to rapidly explore, analyze, and visualize your data. Ask Data and Explain Data are relatively new features in Tableau and offer users greater self-service capabilities. Ask Data is a natural language query processing tool. Explain Data leverages AI to describe a specific point or points of data. From there, you'll want to distribute your created reports, which is where Tableau Server comes in. It's a web-based platform viewable within your browser. Multiple Tableau workbooks can be published within this platform and shared with hundreds or thousands of users to enable enterprise collaboration. Additionally, from an enterprise governance perspective, you can have IT-supported data sources published onto the server, allowing users to leverage those data sources for their own analysis. There's also Tableau Online. Tableau Online is essentially the same as Tableau Server from a user interface perspective. You're still allowing users to access published reports and data sources within their browser. The only difference between Server and Online is its underlying infrastructure, setup, and service model. Tableau Online is a software as a service offering that is maintained by Tableau and available as a subscription, whereas Tableau Server is under your control. Tableau Prep can be split up into two features that add up to one whole. Prep Builder allows you to connect to multiple data sources and customize their combination using filters, joins, and more, so your data is exactly how you need it. And Prep Conductor allows you to publish the data flows that you made within Prep Builder manually or on a scheduled refresh to Tableau Server and Tableau Online. Now that I've explained the offerings of Tableau, I'm going to give a brief overview of IQVIA and the types of services and data that they provide. IQVIA was formed under the merger of Quintiles and IMS Health in 2016 to create a company within both the health information technology and clinical research industries. Combining data science and drug development expertise, IQVIA maintains a focus on human data science, which they define as the integration of data science, technology, and human science. Human data science integrates the study of human science with breakthroughs in data science and technology with the goal of advancing human health and making better, more insightful decisions. IQVIA sells clean and structured healthcare and biopharmaceutical development data, as well as commercial sales data. They also offer customized analytical technology solutions in addition to research services of their own. IQVIA's technologies break down substantial quantities of data collected from various sources, such as global drug consumption and clinical development. IQVIA collects, combines, and cleans the data so that it is ready for analysis by the end user. All data IQVIA provides is within the umbrella of the healthcare relational services. This broader group can be broken out further into HCOs, which is Healthcare Organization Services Database, and HCPs, which is Healthcare Professional Services Database. Each of these two databases include different types of data. Within the HCOs database, information regarding medical group practices, hospitals, and ACOs, which are accountable care organizations, such as bed counts, provider counts, and related finances is obtained. Within the HCPs database, data surrounding health professionals such as physicians, nurses, and physician assistants is acquired. Data contained within HCOs and HCPs is updated regularly based on several sources such as National Plan and Provider Enumeration System, the Drug Enforcement Agency registration files, state licensing agencies, along with many others. All data contained under this Healthcare Relational Services is obtained by IQVIA and cleaned for analysis and distribution to those interested in purchasing the information. With access to IQVIA data and Tableau, users can explore and analyze their data from the Healthcare Relations Services umbrella to obtain both informational and commercial insights on specific targeted areas of healthcare. Using IQVIA's clean data from numerous sources and loading it into Tableau, the ability to dynamically visualize and quickly draw insights from key metrics becomes possible. In addition to quick insights into IQVIA data, you can also integrate any of your company's specific sales and marketing data to create reports meaningful to your organization. With development of visuals in Tableau using IQVIA data, users would also be able to create reports analyzing present-day market trends of specific products or drugs, track future product or drug performance by generating graphical forecasts, develop visualizations to ensure sales and marketing targets are being reached, or finally, even calculate and track informational trends to help in the identification of disease patterns. These are only a few examples of many healthcare-related insights that can be drawn from the combination of IQVIA's clean and ample data sources with the analytical and visual explorative capabilities Tableau provides. I will now hand the presentation over to Sarah to demonstrate how these reports are made possible in Tableau.
Thanks, Laura. Now I'm going to share some common problems that Tableau can help alleviate. Our work with various pharma companies using IQVIA data has exposed us to a lot of common pain points that using Tableau can help with. For example, manual effort of creating and maintaining reports each month. We have seen how time-consuming it can be for people to manually create the same reports each month as new data is obtained. Using Tableau to create your reports will alleviate this manual effort, as monthly data can be refreshed in the tool and the visuals will update accordingly. Additionally, we've seen personally how some business users will receive their low-level data from various different sources and spend their day collecting, transforming, and uploading this data so that it can be ingested appropriately, and meaningful reports can be created. The time and energy that it takes to constantly manipulate these data sources could be multiple days' worth of effort and is prone to human error. All this time and effort can be saved if the process was streamlined using Tableau. Another common pain point for people is around comparing their own performance to competitors. This is crucial information that drives business decisions, and without it, it's hard to know how you're doing as a company. By creating a competitor analysis report in Tableau, you can quickly get insights into how your company is performing compared to others to drive these business decisions. The demand for instantaneous results and visualizations of complicated manipulations of data has never been higher, and without the appropriate technology to manage your business, some important figures could be overlooked or even not seen if the path of source to designated user is interrupted. Tableau can help bridge this gap between source and user. With the appropriate configurations, Tableau can provide you the insights that you will need to allow you to make informed and educated decisions that can ultimately help monitor your business and help you grow effectively. So now I'm going to flip to Tableau and show you how some different types of visualizations and reports can be created to capture your performance and compare this to your competitors as well. So here I have one dashboard which is specific to one manufacturer, which is overlooking all of the drugs that one manufacturer might produce. There are a number of different reports and visuals that are possible to make using your IQVIA data, and that list grows quite a bit if you're able to layer in any of your internal data, such as sales or marketing, which Laura has previously mentioned. We don't have any of that data included here, but we did add some individual drug targets which can be manually created in your organization and ingested into your reporting. So the first thing I'd like to call out on the top here that is very powerful is the addition of multiple filters onto the reports. I have a few listed on the top up here that will filter the visuals in the report depending on the selections that you make. The ability to dynamically filter across multiple visuals is especially powerful since previously one may have needed to create multiple different reports to capture information that now can just be adjusted using a simple filter. So up at the top here, we can see if I'm looking at just myself, say I'm manufacturer 5, we can see a bunch of different options that I can filter the below visuals on to get a sense of how my drugs are doing. For example, I can see I have a few different drugs that I as a manufacturer produce, and then all of these are reflected on the visuals below. So the first visual up here on the top gives you an immediate sense of how your new and recurring prescription counts are tracking over time. So say I'm interested in the trend of the drugs that my company produces, you can easily get a sense of how many prescriptions are being written for the drugs that you have selected. This also gives you an idea of seasonal trends. So say there was a large outbreak of the flu, maybe in December, and your company focuses on some different flu or cold-related drugs. You can quickly see how that impacts the amount of prescriptions that are written in the time frame compared to previous months. So here in December, we see a big spike of new prescriptions compared to the prescriptions in September. Below this, you can quickly get a sense of the volume of your prescriptions that are being written compared to previous time periods. So here we're seeing the year-over-year growth compared to prescription volume. Each of these dots on the scatter plot here is showing you your prescriptions relative to the percent growth. So, for example, up here, I can see that my drug 13 has a lot of prescriptions written, but has a relatively small growth percentage, whereas over here, my drug 1 has a very, very high growth percentage, but a very low amount of prescriptions written. So this just gives you a sense of how some of your drugs are doing in comparison to each other. And you can also switch this to color by different things. So now we can see each one of these is a different drug, and you can see quickly get a sense of how they are doing compared to the average growth and share of their market. To the right over here, we can see a KPI table that allows the user to quickly see how your prescriptions are doing versus a planned target. So the up and down arrows signify here the amount of prescriptions is above or below your target. So the green arrow going up indicates an above target, and red indicates below target. Here you can see that for your allergy and cold drug, so drug number 13, you are increased in the prescription volume versus your target, so you're over target, whereas here you're also over your share versus the previous period. But if you look below, you can see for cold and flu, you're actually below your target, but above your previous period value as well. So these are just a few things that you can look at doing an analysis on the drugs that you might prescribe. Another view you can also see is a competitor analysis. So moving over to this dashboard, this will quickly allow you to now view how your products are doing in comparison to others in the market. So similar to the previous dashboard, the additions of filters, over here we have it on the left, allows you to quickly pare down the information to see what is relevant to you, and also get a sense of how people are doing, how your competitors are doing in comparison to yourself. So at the top here, you can quickly see how prescription volumes are trending across multiple different manufacturers over time. Selecting one manufacturer on the legend below, so say I'm manufacturer 5 again here, I can quickly highlight myself to get a sense of exactly where I am in this visual and allow you to quickly see how you're trending compared to your competitors. You can change the toggle up here to view by different things. So maybe if you want to see healthcare providers, how their prescription counts are trending over time, or maybe even specialties. So in what specialties are people typically writing the most prescriptions? And then we can also view it by drug as well. So if you have various different drugs, you could select these here to see how the amount of prescriptions for each drug are trending as the months go on. Moving down here below, we can also see which types of healthcare providers are prescribing the most drugs in this scenario. So here we can see that medical doctors takes up a very large percentage of the amount of prescriptions that are written. And we can also see we have nurse over here, and then physician's assistants, doctors of osteopathy, and physicians as well. Hovering over one of the bars gives you a sense of the specialties of each of the doctors or each of the healthcare providers that are prescribing your drugs. So here we can see that there's a very large percentage of general practice medical doctors that are prescribing the drugs that we have selected in the filters pane as well. Right below it, we can see how does your share compare to your competitors. So again, if I'm manufacturer 5, we can see down here I have one of the lower shares compared to maybe manufacturer 1 who has one of the higher shares as well. And then you can also see the target amount as well. So here, even though my manufacturer 5, I'm a little bit above my target share, I'm still not doing as well from a share perspective compared to my competitors. Over on the right over here, we can also see which drugs are driving growth in the market. So this is just a ranking of how many drugs are in the market and which ones are driving the most growth. So hovering over it here allows you to see exactly which drugs are available and then the percent growth versus target as well. So these are just a few examples of different things that you can do with Tableau and your IQVIA data. So as you can see from these examples, just how powerful Tableau can be when you integrate it with your IQVIA data. So now I'm going to go over some data considerations that you should consider before creating any sorts of reports like this. So to begin your integration of IQVIA data into Tableau reports, you need to do a little bit more than just purchasing license for Tableau and IQVIA data. It is important to ensure that IQVIA data addresses the questions that you're trying to answer. So before buying, ask yourself and other potential users maybe things like, is this data delivered at the right granularity that you need to report on? Is the frequency in line with the insights that you seek to make? And questions like that. In terms of methodology, building out a dashboard should incorporate realistic business needs. It's important to design an approach that keeps stakeholder needs in mind. Ensure that Tableau is the right tool for your organization, and the dashboard it created will target insights enough to be useful, but robust enough to scale up. Keep business users involved throughout the process. This will help drive future adoption. And something not to overlook, ensure that those who are reading these dashboards have proper access, as well as those who can contribute to creating the reports. For help with this, you can take advantage of Thorogood's iterative dashboard development, a guided approach to building out dashboards such as these. Through rapid iterations, you can adapt and evolve dashboards to constantly changing user needs. If you have any questions as to how our methodology works, see our contact information at the end of this presentation. Thank you, everyone, for joining this webcast, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.